Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about this vulnerability called SSRF. Before we directly jump to the POC, let's discuss about this vulnerability and then you'll get the idea about like what I'm doing in that POC. So what is SSRF? SSRF stands for server-side request forgery, and you can read this paragraph. Let me explain in the simple words. So let's say this is application and this application is vulnerable to the SSRF and this is our attacker. So this application is vulnerable to SSRF. So what this attacker can induce to the application, this attacker can make this application to request a location which is not even known to this server. Okay, let's say you are hosting your own server at 123.10.10.1 and this is attacker's known location but unknown to this server. So what can an attacker can do? This attacker even makes this application or force this application to make a request directly to this unknown location, and through which he can even execute his payload. Okay, and in the worst case scenario, let's say there are some internal services, okay, and this service is only known to this server. In the worst case scenario, this attacker might be able to directly establish a connection with this internal service, and then he can do whatever he wants to, which may leads to the sensitive data leakage. So I hope you'll get the idea about what is SSRF. It is far bigger than this, but for the POC, I hope now you have this idea what is SSRF. Okay, let's discuss about what an attacker can achieve. As I have already told you, an attacker can make a force the application to make a request to this unknown location, establish a connection with the internal services and the sensitive data leakage. Okay, the main point that we need to discuss about this vulnerability is the mitigations for SSRF. Okay, the first line of defense always is this input sanitization. Never trust the user's input. Use your own filtering at the back end to filter out the specific or the special characters which you think can affect the application. Next thing is the whitelist check. In the whitelist check, you should create a whitelist at the server side to validate the IP addresses and DNS names to which your application requires to access. Like if you are using a third-party services, then you need to create this whitelist to prevent this SSRF. And the next thing is this hardcode the allowed file extension. And what you need to do, you need to only provide the access to the permitted file extension. Let's jump to the POC now. So as you can see, what I'm doing here, in the first terminal I'm using ngrok so that I can make my server public, and in the second terminal I'm listening through the netcat. I have already created a collection here, and when I try to enter a new item in the collection, I need to provide a URL. Okay, so I have provided this ngrok URL, and then what happened, when I just provided this URL in the field, I have got this get request and the body parameters in the terminal, which is a successful exploitation of this SSRF. This means this application is making a request to the unknown location. So this is a successful exploitation of the SSRF. So if you like the video, please make sure to subscribe our YouTube channel and join our Telegram channel for the further updates. Thank you.